Okay, we are back with another video. I had to take a couple of days for myself. I seen that I was allowing my situation to kind of take a toll, and I just needed about 2 or 3 days. So this is, I look revived, right? So yeah, so I took a couple of days to take care of myself so that my situation doesn't show up on me. I'm not just like overly, giving into the situation and things like that. Because at the end of the day, I'm in a good place, and I need to be in the peace that I've created for myself. So today in this video, we are going to kind of just give like a outline of how this spiritual war began, the reason why it began, and then some things that I haven't spoken about yet. So let's get into it, right? So um, there was a time in the past where I went through a spiritual awakening, and I was guided to stay away from people for a particular reason that they were sick, AIDS, HIV, like sexually transmuted diseases, right? God showed me this in a vision, and from that vision, I just decided that I will not ever be around people again, right? That I didn't know where these setups would come from, and he was basically guiding me to stay to myself, and yeah, and for me to really, really like focus on that people were sick, and if I did not be careful, people would try to, have any plot, have plots and plans against me in regards to this, right? So this was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, God gave me this message. And I'm still holding on to that message, right? Now, people were upset that I was not coming around. I was not, like, basically, I disconnected myself from everyone, and I was not giving anyone any type of attention or like a time of day. So, shortly after that, yeah, it's just shortly after that I started getting attacked spiritually, like really, really, really strong, right? Really strong to the point where I was hearing things, seeing things, feeling things, like almost like people were like brutally attacking me some way, somehow. Um, and I was feeling it energetically, but I did not know how these people were attacking me to this extreme. So, um, to just to give an example, since I'm on the topic, right? So it's like what I've been thinking and I've been able to uncover, right? People can attack you in different phases of your body. So, say if the attacks is spiritual, or the attacks is energetically, these people will have like your body somehow. You know what I'm saying? Or a voodoo doll. You know what I'm saying? And they'll attack your body in like vicious ways, and they'll find a strategic way for you to feel these attacks, right? And I'll get into the strategic way that these people have been able to come up with, and how they was able to come up with for me to feel right this attack. So I was attacked extremely, like to the point where like like yeah, I started to physically see these attacks show up on like my physical body, like as far as like I was losing weight, I looked like I was being attacked heavily with like what is this called, energy weapons. Yeah, energy weapons. Not only did I feel it, I was able to pick it up, right? So we're not gonna get all into like the whole trauma, but I was attacked, really badly, and I was attacked to this extreme because people wanted me to run to someone that I knew so badly. But I listened to God. God told me no. And I'm headstrong, I'm stubborn, once I make a decision, I stay in that. And that's just what it was. I was just basically going to be attacked until these people just, you know, I guess until I figure out how to, conquer their attacks, because I don't believe that they were ever going to stop. So 2 years, it's 2 years, like I said, like they weren't going to stop, Um, so um, I relocated, right? I relocated, and this was supposed to give me a new start, because I kind of figured out if I'm not around these people, then I won't be able to be attacked, which I was right, right? I was able to control that environment so that I know for a fact that I'm safe. My place is safe, I'm safe, and the family that I had at that time was safe. Um, so during this time, um, it was a time for me to really get to know, a lot of things that I did not know, like about, spiritual things, about just energy and things like that. And once again, I was attacked, right? But this time the attack came in as help, right? Like, you're being sent all these things. Yeah, okay. You're being sent all these things and you need help, right? So I didn't know how I was being attacked again. Like, literally, I just didn't understand it. But this person came as a silhouette, and they asked for me to help. I mean, they asked me that if they could help me, and I said no. Like, I literally said no, I ignored them. Like, I was able to pick up what they said, but I was already going through so much, so I ignored it. But I still was able to see, like, later on, this energy was basically like energetically connecting to my energy somehow. Like, it's almost like I ignored it, but I rejected it. So it's like it was like I was going through so much. I started to just think like, maybe, I can't avoid it. Thinking that I had to get stronger, or I had to create a new way to protect myself. So um, yeah. So this was another attack, right? So what was happening with this attack? This person was another part of another plot and plan to strategically get me sick, right? Like how? Um, this was to get me sick through something that connects you spiritually to the physical realm, or in the dream state to the physical realm. So this was something that connects you very closely to the physical realm, but um, that way you're gonna have physical contact with people. Since I decided to stay away from people physically, people decided to come up with another way to try to get me sick, right? So who was this person that came as the fake help? This person was Chris Brown, right? Now, Chris Brown, when he came to me, I already had enough about, people coming to help me. It didn't matter about this person. Um, I was already being attacked by people who were eluding that they were people in the industry, and whether or not um, it was true or not. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's true or not, but whether or not if it was them or not, I didn't have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I don't need anyone to help me. I need to get away from these people. So at that point, I was just already tired, and I rejected this person's help. And this is the person who popped up in the silhouette form, saying like they were going to help me, right? Um, it was already illusions plotted and planned that this person like kind of thought that would be okay with them helping me, but I rejected this person's help, right? So this person was part of this next setup, part of this next plot and plan to get me sick with this this it's a I feel like it's not I feel like it's something that connects you from the dream state to the physical realm, and it's something that connects you from the spiritual realm to the physical realm, right? So we're just gonna keep it like that, right? And this was used um, to attack me, right? So when this person came down my path and act like fake help, they were also there, right? Because at this time I did not know that when I was attacked that Olivia Marichal had binded herself to me, right? So this was like a part of a plan for a destiny swap, right? But at that time when I was first spiritually attacked, I didn't know that that was a plot or plan. You know what I'm saying? So I was being attacked through her channel, right? She was using her channel as a portal, like I said, with the physical and the spiritual realm, right? So she was using her channel as a portal to attack me, right? So I would watch a video and I would be attacked. So that's how I was spiritually attacked, watching her videos, right? So I didn't say that, but that's how I was attacked, right? So, but I did not know the attacks was coming through her videos. All right, so let's go back, right? So this person was trying to, Chris Brown, trying to energetically intertwine with my energy to get connected to her energy through the bind, right? Because she's not spiritual. I'm spiritual, right? So in order for this person to spiritually communicate with this person, then they will have to basically um, connect themselves with me, and then they'll be able to connect themselves with her, right? So now at this time, Olivia Marichal, she was sick as well, right? So she got sick from people in the past, right? And she was mad that she engaged with people that were sick, and she got sick. And Chris Brown, if you know it or not, this person is sick and has been sick for years. So these two people, their mission, their target was they were upset that they got sick and they were mad. This person was mad. I think that the person that got them sick, they probably thought that this person cared about them. They may have told, the person who got her sick may have told someone like they didn't care about her. You get what I'm saying? So this person was angry. They got themselves sick for a person, et cetera, et cetera, something like that, right? So these two people, they were sick, they were angry. This person, Chris Brown, felt like this person, if this person was to do a destiny swap, then this person would help their destiny, right? Because this person was cursed. Believe it or not, he's cursed. You get what I'm saying? So people watch this person go through a lot because, they're cursed. So this whole like new revamp was them trying to do a destiny swap, right? So this is them going behind the scenes, harvesting, doing a lot of things, and like a lot of things, lying on a lot of people, creating this, creating that, and just honestly creating chaos so that they can harvest from a whole bunch of people, so that it could create an illusion as if this person is like on this path, this blessed path, like this person is being blessed, like he looks well, things look like it's going well for him, but the whole time this person was energy harvesting and energy cloaking and doing a whole bunch of things behind the scenes that were not good, in order to keep people like with strong destinies. I would say I can only speak for myself, but I know that this person also did this to others, right? But I can only speak for myself. People with strong destinies keep them blocked, and harvest basically or siphon someone's destiny by delaying them, right? But only you can only do that to people who are not aware of their destiny and people who are not aware of who they are, because that can only last as long as a person allows it, right? So that's what has been going on. So when you see like this person looks different, acts different, sound different, they're tapping into different music than they typically don't. This person was using and abusing this idea of a destiny swap, right? So let's talk about it, tarot. It's an original page. This is Let's Talk About It Tarot 2. There's an original page that I have. It's called Let's Talk About It Tarot. And you can go there and you can kind of tap into who I am, and why this person would attack me to this extreme for a destiny swap. Like, this person's already a celebrity. Why would they? I'm not like just an average person. I have a great destiny. And this is why this person was, strategic at attacking me, right? Um, Someone who is very spiritually wealthy, right? Someone who just has a wealthy destiny ahead of them. They thought that they will be able to siphon, trick, and create illusions and things like that. So this plot and plan, this is what it was. These two people were sick and they felt like they were going to destiny swap and create illusions and things like that. So this person created a lot of illusions as if they were helping me. I mean, like, majority of the time, like, things that were being sent to me, I ignored it. You know what I'm saying? I was literally just only focused on moving forward, getting stronger, you know, getting wiser, etc., etc., etc. Right? So this thing was going on for so long. Like, I found myself months and months and months and months fighting, 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 moving from here to here to here. I'm just not understanding, why are these things still going on, right? How? Like, how it doesn't even make any sense at this point. So shoot. So I got stationed, right? And I got stationed, and I've found places, but I said, this place, I'm gonna just try to figure out things just a little bit more. But I felt like at this point, it was so much chaos. I felt like things were out of control. Like literally, it was like I was picking up on, like, everyone's, like, problems, and I didn't why am I picking, like, I could literally pick up that I'm picking up that someone has, like, a horrible, like, this person has, like, PTSD. This person has, like, a disorder with their mind, but why am I picking it up as if this is something that is on me? You get what I'm saying? Like, why am I picking these things up? And it felt like it was like person after person, person after person, energy after, and like, it was just really bizarre. Like, to the point it started getting like chaos, and my mind is like, I cherish my mind very, very much. So it was important for me to figure this out, right? So I got stationed. I got, like, a little bit more serious, right? And I got stationed, got me a place, and at this time, because I was going through so much, I depended on my children to help me, right? So it was almost like they were pretty much guiding me, because I just could not understand, why is there so much negative energy, like, on me, where's all this stuff coming from? So, believe it or not, that's just how it was. They were guiding me, and letting me know what they were picking up on, and just guiding me. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that, I didn't realize how, um, that could, spiritually and physically. You see people, kids take care of them all the time. So you wouldn't think that it's like the wrong thing to do, right? But I had the right intentions, but just because I have the right intentions doesn't mean that they had the right intentions, right? So I was actually told that a lot of my problems was coming from me not being a head of household to my children, and I was allowing them to lead rather than being the head of household. And I just thought this person was like judging my situation and did not understand what I was going through spiritually, and I could not tell them everything. I just didn't trust, expressing my entire spiritual situation to them. So the little bit that I gave them, that's what they gave me back. And I just was like, ugh, whatever. And I just kept pushing forward. But that is something that I should have definitely took heed of, and I should have definitely listened to. Um, but yeah, I thought that my situation was different, and I know what understand. 1 second. So yeah, I just thought that my situation was different and that no one would understand, and I had to, yeah, just figure out my situation for what it was, because giving someone too much information, I felt like it would have left me unsafe, right? I had to be very careful about spiritual things at that point, I felt like, right? So now going back to what I was saying, we're moved into a new place, and believe it or not, this person, Chris Brown, is still sending me a whole bunch of stuff, right? And at this time, I still did not know that Olivia Marichal was the one who was spiritually attacking me. Just still, I did not know. And this is what, a year and a half in of me going through this spiritual warfare. You like, how in the, now I'll tell you how, okay? But yeah, this is probably like a year and a half, right? So at this time, this person is still sending me like things in a dreamy state. They're sending me energy. I'm ignoring it. Like, this don't seem like good energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, just ignoring it, like, and things like that. So um, I don't know this person's purpose of sending me this, but I'm just gonna ignore it and just stay focused on what I'm doing. And I'm glad I did that. So anyway, at this point, this person was still sending me things as if they were like helping me and like, alluding to certain things that they wanted me to believe. So a part of this plan was to have me in illusions as if they were helping me through like this tough battle, right? Like insane spiritual war. Like, you cannot get out of this if you don't have me helping you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, literally creating like problems to look like the hero. Like seriously. You know what I'm saying? So to trick, the energy. You get what I'm saying? So, and to trick me as well, but um yeah, I still was focusing on the same thing. I need to be wiser. I need to get stronger. Like, I can't depend on no one to save me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I literally have to save myself, because anyone could turn against you, and then you don't know what they know. You get what I'm saying? So now you're back to square one. So um yeah, so this part was to keep me in illusions as if they were helping me, but they were creating problems and then acting like they're the hero. But I didn't know this at this time, right? But I had to uncover this. But they were creating problems and then acting like the hero, to have me emotionally invest into the things that they were doing spiritually, right? So if I think that I'm in a whole bunch of chaos and this person is helping me, it's just like, this person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so glad that, et cetera, all that emotional stuff. But I'm not like easily emotional, like, it's like, okay, cool. You get what I'm saying? Like, and how does this affect my physical life? Because physically I'm still going through it. So it's not like, it's almost like somebody taking a picture of food and being like, I fed you. You get what I'm saying? It's like, what? All you did is send me a picture of food. Like, if you don't get away from me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you really will have to spoil me for me to feel spoil you. It's not like you're gonna send me things and then I'm gonna believe it and then feel like, oh my God, no. Like, I just, the analogy I just said to you is literally what I felt like. This does nothing for me in the physical, like absolutely nothing. I'm still going through the same things I'm going through. I don't feel like anything's improving. If anything, I feel like things have gotten worse. You know what I'm saying? So I just stay with reality of things. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what helped me. So, um, yeah, it just came to a point where the things that were being sent to me, my children's behavior was switching. I felt the energy, like I could not trust them. I have never felt that around them. Like I said, I could not trust them. Like, they are hiding something from me. Like, it's like, and I was coming with strategic ways to like push it out of them. I could not get to it, right? So, it just is what it is. I just felt like God actually told me. You know what I'm saying? God told me, um, like, I felt the energy of like, this is the last time I'm gonna tell you this, and that pretty much scared me. Like, like, and it's not like I stayed in a space where all people are taking them. No, I stayed in a very informative, like, almost like I was spying on myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'll switch emotions when I had to in order to, how you're around liars or people who are hiding things and you play, um, what's the word? I can't think of it right now, but it's almost like you put them in situations where you want them to reveal themselves. But I had to learn that I probably created monsters. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so emotionally intelligent. All they needed to do was just be in a certain energy and be stuck in that. Like I'm stubborn too. You know what I'm saying? All they needed to be in a certain energy and just be as stubborn, and I would never know anything. You know what I'm saying? So, because I taught them to be very, very emotionally intelligent, not only emotionally intelligent but wise and be able to pick up things. So it's just I say I created a monster, but that's not true. I created gifted children. I created gifted children, but I feel like I gave them tools, enough tools that if they wanted to go up against me, at that particular time, that I could be in a lot of danger. Um, and that's just what it was. This person, Chris Brown and Olivia Marcheu, I had to find it a hard way, um, but I had to find this out in disconnecting myself from those children. Um, they, yeah, so I had to disconnect myself from the children, and yeah, and I uncovered. Um, yeah, I uncovered that they were all working together, right? Like how, right? Initially, that's how it came across from the beginning, but I just did not understand what was being, like what I was picking up. God showed me some things, but I didn't understand what I was picking up. Um, but that's just what it was. Now the parents, the other parents to these children, they were a part of, like, plots and plans in the past, and they didn't have the best intentions for me. But I didn't know that you could raise your kids physically one way and spiritually they could be being raised another way. And I feel like the children that I had were always spiritually supposed to go against me, right? So karmic children, karmic family, that's something that I was actually able to see, and they, however the situation happened, how the separation, happened, I feel like they thought that, you know, um, doesn't even matter. I was able to separate myself from those kids, and I realized what a karmic children was and karmic family was, and I uncovered that Chris Brown, Olivia Marichal, and my two kids, which was a girl and a boy, was working against me. Now, how was they working against me? They were using a lot of spiritual tools to create a lot of illusions, so that I can lose my fortune. So God has promised me a bunch of things, and they were creating illusions, for anything or anyone that's supposed to, possibly work with me in the future. Like, this person is like insane. So I don't know everything, but I do know that what I was able to see was, Olivia Marichal was using, energy of minds, and she was doing a whole bunch of things in the spiritual realm or the dream state, because I was able to see both, but not able to tell which one is which, right? I feel like the dream state is more like relaxed, and the spiritual realm is like higher potency. You know what I'm saying? But I could, is that just my opinion? So anyway, I was able to see that they were pretending like they were me to basically try to like ruin my reputation. So if they're doing things to devalue me, and it'll have people come up against me, and it will curse my energy without me even being involved. And these are things that was going on, and no one was saying anything to me. I was being blocked from the dream state. I was being blocked spiritually from me being able to see these things, and I believe they were. It's not funny, but they were also doing these to other people, creating illusions and things like that. But this person, Chris Brown, I already, and Chris Brown and Olivia Maricha, I already, expressed what they were doing in my energy, and how I had to clean my energy, and the amount of things that this person was doing. These things that they were doing created parasites, right? So this person has a parasite system attached to their energy. So when you think about them, when you come across their energy, it's like it's almost like it's disgust. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a disgusting energy. And that's the reason why, because of the parasites, right? Um, yeah, so I had to clean the energetic tie from these parasites so that this energy doesn't, um, this person is not able to hold my energy and keep my energy hostage with these parasites, right? So that was the person's plan, to siphon from those parasites, right? To abuse my energy and then be able to reuse my energy, like as them doing a destiny swap, right? They felt like they could destroy my image, siphon with the energy that they use to destroy my energy, and then like, you know, pop back out, like, and then they felt like they, conquered destroying my, my destiny, and they was gonna reuse this energy to create something new for themselves, right? Um, yeah, that did not happen, right? So let me just make sure. Yeah, so that's basically what it was. It was karmic children, and I had to learn the hard way. I was siphoned from, for quite a long time. A lot of things was going on for quite a long time, and I did not know. I'm just glad that I'm here, and I chose myself because this is where I am. I'm safer, and I believe God wanted me to choose myself. There's a lot of things, like I said, He wanted me to uncover. He wanted me to be aware of. And this is the only way I was going to be aware of everything, or at least be able to be in a place where I'm able to actually see, and not be distracted by surroundings and not be in illusions about the things going on around me. I'm actually able to pay attention to them and see them for what they are. One second. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps up everything. That is the beginning to end of my spiritual warfare. And I would like to say this, right? As you can see, it's frequencies popping up off of me. These are like the frequencies that were used to pretend like, to make create illusions. So you can see for yourself, these things are literally jumping off my energy, and I've been ignoring them. If you've seen it before now, but I've noticed quite a few um, just a few seconds ago. So I'm still going through my battle, but at the end of the day, I'm safer now. You get what I'm saying? And I have God by my side. And the only thing I have to do now is just kind of balance myself out and just move forward with life. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh, before I go, right, I want to add this this probably not the best. I'll say something positive at the end of this, right? And so, due to the fact that this person was siphoning my energy and how important I am to God, right? Um, they are on their platform now sacrificing themselves. So I had told you guys a little bit how this person was getting access to energy to kind of like make them appear like they're healthy. You can see this person appearance change. So they'll go to looking really slim, like they're really sick. And then I noticed they'll do blackout videos. And when they do those blackout videos, I believe that they are like trying to harness and attack people for energy. And I already looked into it. This is what this person has been doing. So they'll attack people to siphon energy, or get someone to clean their energy, etc. However this person is doing it, whether it's one or the other, right? But right now the videos that they are posting is videos that the only videos that they can post is sacrificing themselves, right? Because it's energy that they try to abuse and reuse is attacking them, right? So the only thing that they're going to be posting is things that they was doing spiritually. So in a dream state. So when this person is talking about spell work and root work and womb spells, this is what this person was doing, to activate my children to attack me and to do destiny swap. So when you hear this person talking about destiny swap, wound magic, um, um, like getting people to like any like kind of setups and plots against a female or set up and plots against people like surrounding a female and things like that. This is what this person has done spiritually against me to do a destiny swap. Now, um, a lot of their subscribers, a lot of their viewers are like people in the past that have AIDS and HIV that were like champion this person along this plot and plan to get me sick with this thing that connects you to the physical realm and the dream state and the physical realm and the spiritual realm. Like these are the people, these are like her main like loyal subscribers. You get what I'm saying? On top of this person using this thing to prostitute. So a lot of her subscribers is one or the other, right? So I want you to like really pay attention to this person's energy so you can see if this person has actually affected your energy, because I'm pretty sure if you are not a part of these two groups, then you are a victim to this person's energy attacks, right? um so outside of that, right, this person is, like I said, these videos is them and things that they were doing, and now you're aware of the things that they were doing behind the scenes, and that's why their energy always shifts, right? And then this one last thing I was going to oh yeah, this person's Chris Brown, his music, his latest music, you have to be careful listening to that as well. And this is my experience, with this person. I was able to just uncover a lot just with their music, and these people have been able to create like spiritual like attacks, like with videos. This person, like I said, videos that they were posting, music that this person was putting out to attack me in strategic ways. And this is just information that I need to put out, but also if you pick it up, it's something that you should look into. Now you could take my advice information that I'm putting out if you want to. It's a choice at the end of the day. What I do advise you to is to get online, look into getting some cards, or have someone look into things spiritually for you that you trust, so that you can see for yourself if you have exposed yourself to this person's channel or this other person's music, because you probably have been being siphoned, your family probably has been being attacked, etc., etc. So you don't have to just listen to my experience. My experience is my experience, but it is my truth. Um, but this is something that I am leaving here on this video because it is something that I came across that is important for me to speak on. Um, yeah, so I said I was going to leave with a positive note. Um, at the end of the day, this spiritual war was for a very, very long time. And I was able to uncover a lot. So, although it was extremely stressful and it was a long time, I was able to finally separate myself from all things that can come up against me. So now I'm just on this journey to like uncover probably more things, but to rediscover myself and, you know, and just be on this journey with God until I'm able to put myself in places and around people who I feel like have the same mindset and also have the same protection as I do, right? So you don't want to be around people who are monsters anymore, right? After you done experience all these monsters, you want to be around people who are actually like good people, So um, yeah, so this will be my last video that I post. Hopefully it is. I plan on just focusing on myself and just moving on. So yeah, it was nice, expressing and getting this, out there and off of my energy. This is not this no longer would sit on me, and and like, when you hold on to things that other people do that has nothing to do with you, it could somehow, interfere with your journey ahead of you. So I'm glad that I was able to get all this stuff off of me so that my journey is clear for good things to come in and good things only. So yeah, later guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.